my beautiful kings and queens, this is Wini Brits, your favorite British locked YouTuber, back with a lock living video, how to keep your locks moisturized during the winter season. Now I must say, this routine I'm going to share with you guys, I tend to do it just before I go to bed, so it's not something that I do during the day, although there is a little aspects that I may do during the day, and I'll go into that later on. So first things first, I'll start off with this Jamaican black castor oil. I have spoken on this in previous videos. Very great for the scalp, fantastic for the hair, key to if you are trying to grow thicker, healthier, luscious, beautiful, natural hair. So literally what I do is I use what I call a reasonable amount. So I'll pour a little bit into my hand. I'm kind of scared to show you guys because, you know, hopefully you can see, but I've got a little bit before it just tips over in my hand. And I focus at this stage, I solely focus on my scalp. So I literally go with, you know, the oil in my hand. I go all over my scalp, and I also focus on my edges as well. Black castor oil is known to promote, like I said, thick hair, thick growth. Also for people that may be balding as well, they swear by black castor oil, and honestly I've been using this for a good couple of months, and I have noticed that my hair and my roots especially has become very, very thick. My edges as well has also become much fuller. You may not be able to tell because I got my hair retwisted not that long ago, but there was such a difference in the roots of my hair when I was retwisted. I was absolutely astonished because some years ago, for those that have been following me for a long time, you know that some years ago my locks were becoming quite thin because I was obsessed with interlocking all the time, which became potentially very damaging. At one stage some of my locks even had to get reattached because they were thinning out and basically dropped out. But now I'm in a good space with my locks. I love my locks. I love how, you know, they've been growing, and with the help of castor oil lately they have become very nice and thick too. Right, so this is gonna look weird because I'm looking at the screen of my camera, so forgive me if it looks like I'm looking up in the air, but yeah. So I use a little bit all over my scalp, and at this point I don't really put oil into my hair, and if I do it's just very, very tiny teensy bit. So after I've targeted all over my scalp, I then put a little bit on my edges. Again, I'm just looking at my screen so that I'm not looking crazy out here and I'm doing what I ought to be doing. And obviously because I normally do it at night, you guys can see the natural sunlight coming through. This is just to demonstrate, but normally I do this at night, so whether the oil can be seen on my edges or not, I don't care, because I know that immediately after I'm done I'm going to tie my hair up and I'm going to wrap it up with my lock sock. So I'll put a little bit on my edges. What I would say is, if you're obviously going to do this routine during the day, just be mindful of the amount of oil that you're using so that you don't look like a grease ball, basically. And then when I've got a bit left, like you can see via the shine on my hand that I've got a bit, and I ain't gonna waste it, I will just pat gently the rest on my locks. And then sometimes, depending on how I feel, I've got my spray bottle. Literally in my spray bottle it contains a lot of rose water and a teeny tiny bit of vitamin E oil. And my rose water, let me show you guys how it looks if you haven't seen my previous video. This is how it looks. So it's 1 litre, and I get it on eBay and it lasts me a very long time. So yeah, sometimes after I've done that with my castor oil, I'll just, you know, spritz my locks. I won't use too much, spritz my locks, and then literally wait. And then after I've spritzed my locks, I will just flip over my locks. Woo! Something's fallen over, it's just the lid. I'll just flip over my locks, tie it into a bun, and literally with my loc sock, which is what I go to bed with, this thing here, put it over my head. Look like a black Marge Simpson, isn't it? But anyway, so that's literally it. I've put it over my head. That's the routine done. When it comes to my locks, I am a complete minimalist. I've mentioned black castor oil, rose water, vitamin E. That's it, good to go. Anything more than 3 to 4 products and I'm not involved at all. In regards to the daytime aspect of things, in regards to what I do, from time to time I would just spritz it with my rose water and vitamin E mix over here. But yeah, that's what I do to keep my locks moisturized during the winter season. Like I said to you, you can do the exact same thing that I've shown you during the daytime, but obviously just be mindful of the amount of oil that is visible on your scalp and, you know, on your edges and whatnot. There's nothing to say that you can't do the same thing during the day. It's just what I choose to do, because to me it's like a hot oil treatment whilst I'm sleeping. Do you get what I mean? So that's basically it. All I will say in regards to moisturizing your hair, some people like to do it on a daily thing, and that's kudos to them. I personally don't. I tend to keep my locks moisturized. I'd say I'll do this 3 to 4 times every week. Anything more than that and it's a bit of an overkill for me personally. So yeah, I hope that you found this video useful. If you'd like to give me any video suggestions and stuff, do feel free to leave it below. Never be shy to, you know, let me know what you would want to see. After all, I'm here to cater to you guys, because I actually really enjoy putting out content and stuff, knowing that this is something that you want to see. But until my next video, you be good. See ya.